Alright. Hi guys, Video James here. This is a different type of video. Normally, I just post gameplay of stuff, like me and my friends, like playing some Call of Duty or something like that, or me playing Destiny. But this is a little bit of a different video. Now, it's a very serious topic that's been going around in this game specifically, Call of Duty, Black Ops 3. And I feel like I need to discuss it a little bit. And I know there's a ton of other YouTubers out there that are doing the same thing, so don't think that I'm copying it. I just want to put my 2 cents in and say what I think about this. But before I start about this discussion, I'm sorry for the lack of Call of Duty videos recently. It's just been kind of like hard to just time out when we're gonna play zombies, because me and my friends we're still trying to just master the map because we want to give you guys good content and not us just sucking. So yeah, we're just trying to learn a little bit more about the basics of the map. Hopefully, we should get this recorded either the night that this is recorded or sometime maybe later in the week, but I'm not sure. The latest that this is gonna come out is next weekend. That is the latest. But as of right now, I have 2 multiplayer videos on the way. Those should be on. Those should be on in about the next 2 days. So yeah, but on with the discussion. Supply drops. Now, immediately, you're probably gonna start thinking, oh, this is just gonna be like some other kid complaining about how the supply drops are in the game. Well, I don't want to consider this necessarily a rant. I just want this to be a message to Activision, because immediately, like, especially with my friends, and if you've watched my videos, you know that they immediately result to blaming David Vonderhaar. Now, that isn't politically, I don't want to say politically, like, it isn't financially correct. I tried explaining to them that the financial decisions, which is the COD points and stuff like that, that is made by Activision. That has nothing to do with Vonderhaar and Treyarch. Just the drop rates of the supply drops. That's what's controlled by Vonderhaar and, well, not necessarily Vonderhaar, but the people who are at Treyarch and make this game. Now, obviously, this is a very sensitive topic to talk about, and if you mess up on it, you will get called out for it, so I wanted to make sure that I did my research. So let's go back to Advanced Warfare. When that game came out, that was the very first Call of Duty that Sledgehammer Games created. Now, that game was a very big game because A, it was Sledgehammer's first Call of Duty game ever made, and B, it picked up off of, it gave us something new from Ghosts. Now, me personally, I was a fan of Ghosts. I know there's not a lot of people out there that were huge fans of Ghosts, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that Call of Duty. But then Advanced Warfare came in, and when it started, it was a good game. Do not get me wrong. I loved the new jump pack system. I loved the new things that they were bringing in with the Pick 13. They were doing it right until they put in the advanced supply drops. Now, if you are unfamiliar with what these are essentially, like, originally in the game, you could just earn supply drops. Like, I think it was like 40 minutes worth of playtime, you'll get a supply drop. I think that was something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But they introduced advanced supply drops, which was big for the YouTubers, because this was like the new CSGO cases and stuff like that. It gave people that rush of opening a case, and I understand that rush. I get that rush sometimes whenever I open supply drops and stuff. But it was beginning to become a pay-to-win scenario with such overpowered weapon variants and the legendaries and stuff like that. If you remember, it was pay-to-win. It was pay-to-win. Like, it never happened that you got a legendary or a really good elite weapon variant from a supply drop, or a normal one. You had to pay for the advanced supply drop. And I think for one of them, it was $3, which, I mean, people complain. I mean, me personally, I don't really care. Like, that's $3. I mean, I think that's kind of reasonable, but I feel like it would be absolutely better if it was a little bit cheaper, but that's in the past, obviously. Now, that carried over now to this. Now, you need to understand, this wouldn't carry over from company to company, because if it was the company's decision to do this, then Treyarch would not be picking up off of something that Sledgehammer made. But Sledgehammer didn't make this. Well, they made the supply drop system, but they didn't want to do, at least I don't think they did. I don't think they wanted to do the advanced supply drops so much and put so much overpowered weapons in it. Like, back in Advanced Warfare, I didn't get any of the new DLC weapons that were put into it. None. and it's repeating itself into this game. And it really hurts me to say this, because like this is a good game, but just like this whole screen is like it hurts me to look at it now, because you got these purchasing your COD points here. Like there's 200 for $2. This is US dollars, by the way. So you're paying $1 for every 100 COD points, essentially. That's what you're doing. And then they have like the 400 bonuses and the 1,000 bonuses, yada 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 yada. You're paying $1 for each amount of COD points. And there have been so many people who have paid so much money on this. It is ridiculous. I spent $150 because I got the hardened edition of this game. I spent $150 on this game, and I bought the season pass. $150 was combined with the season pass. So $80 and $50. That was $150. That was hold on. I did not do my math right there. The $80 that I had to put on the hardened edition and the season pass, which was an extra $50. That was $130. I apologize. It was $130 to pay for this game. Granted, my satisfaction for the maps is filled. I love these new maps, and I love what they're doing, and I hope they still do with it. The zombies, they're nailing it. They're hitting it out of the park. I love what they're doing. It's just you need to bring back free DLC weapons. I cannot stress that enough. This is getting to the point where this is ridiculous. I've spent $60 on COD points so far. Out of my whole time playing this game, I've spent $60. I put one video up where I spent $40, and I got the butterfly knife. I have not gotten a single thing since. I have not gotten an MX Garand. I have not gotten an HG40. I haven't gotten a crossbow. Which, by the way, the crossbow should already be in the game. Like, really? The crossbow should be in the game. And I haven't gotten the marshals. I haven't gotten anything. And not to mention, my friend Dylan, you've seen him in a lot of videos recently. Radio Rim, that's his gamer tag that he goes by. He just spent another $60 on COD points and got a baseball bat and another butterfly knife, which he already had. And he had a sword already, which he didn't spend any money on. He just got lucky from a normal supply drop with crypto keys. Now, that's ridiculous. $60 should at least guarantee you one of the weapons. Like, come on. Are you kidding? Like, really? Like, it's getting to the point now where this is really, really ridiculous. Because it's just, oh my god, I don't even know. Like, I can't describe it. Now, obviously, you can burn your duplicates and stuff. Me, personally, I've been grinding out the rare supply drops and just grinding out crypto keys just to see if I can get something. I told my friends, as soon as I get the MX Garand, I don't want to open another supply drop anymore. Unless they fix this. Because this is a bigger pay-to-win thing. Like, in Advanced Warfare, there were weapon variants. And, yes, there were new guns. But, like, I don't know. I feel like it's more... I don't really know how to explain it, because like the weapons in Advanced Warfare, like the DLC ones that they added in, they weren't all that good, to be completely honest. Like I heard mixed things about a lot of them, but these ones, they're unique, they're fun to use. They have their pros, they have their cons. Like the MX Garand, for instance, it's a beautiful weapon. It has such good range. It's so accurate. It two-shots people, but you can't reload the mag unless the mag is empty. That's the trade-off. The Marshals, they're super good at close range. They're extremely good in zombies now, actually. They're really good in the multiplayer, but again, they're very short-range weapons, and you need to know how to use them. That's the con. And then the Shadow Claw, if you don't have Scavenger on, then you're not going to get your arrows back unless you go around the whole map and pick them back up. So these are very well-balanced guns, and it's a shame that they're locked behind this gambling pay-to-win screen right here that we're all looking at right now. And I understand, real quick, I understand I am a very small channel. I have 34 subscribers right now, and the most views I've ever gotten on a video is 140 views. I'm not very big at the moment. I hope that I can get a bigger channel base, and I hope I can get a better community, but I just want to make sure that I can just get this out there, because I need to speak about this, and like it feels good to actually like express my feelings and know that I'm communicating with some people. It's good to do that. But back onto this topic, it's just I feel like that they messed up. They messed up again, and it's really a shame because this game had so much promise to it. It has good content. The story was amazing. The zombies campaign was an amazing idea, and it worked out so well. I love what they're doing with the normal zombies. It's such a good storyline. I love like the way the maps play, all these new mechanics that are entering into it, like these boss fights and these crazy Easter eggs. This game is beautiful. Easily one of the best CODs. But it just comes to the point where it's cosmetic differences that we thought we were only going to be getting through the supply drops, and then Activision comes in and says, "No, we need to make more money. We're not making enough money off of the season pass and the game and the map DLCs and stuff like that. We need more." And the result of that, they added in the butterfly knife, the wrench, and the brass knuckles. Those were things that I didn't really care about. The only thing that I wanted was the butterfly knife, and I got that. But that was way afterwards. I got that when the MX Garand was added in. So they said that they were making more money from the COD points because they introduced the COD points before they added in the first 3 melee weapons. But obviously no one was buying them because it seemed kind of pointless because it was like, it's just cosmetic differences. It's not going to make a huge deal to the game. So then they added in the knives and stuff like that, and people started caring a little bit more, but not as many. So what they did was they said you need something that's going to draw people's attention. And then I'm assuming, I'm not 100% sure whose idea this was to add weapons in. I don't know if it was Activision's or if it was Treyarch's. Either way, whoever did it goofed, and now we have these crazy weapons that are so cool, but only, I'm going to guess, not even half of the community has. Which is hard to think about. Like, I remember seeing a video from T. Martin, like a very big person in the Call of Duty community. He said that the average amount of money that you will pay in order to get a DLC weapon is $50 for one. That's not even confirmed. That's not guaranteed. That is a slight possibility, and that's not good. That's not ideal. It's just that's not how you do something like this. Like, oh my god, because it's like, yeah, I think back to like the Call of Duty Ghosts days when like the first 2 DLCs they put the weapons in, the Mavericks and the Ripper. Oh my god, the Ripper, beautiful weapon by the way. That's how you do it. You put it in with the season pass the season pass. Well, actually, no, yeah. You put it in with the season pass, and what they did in Ghosts is you got the weapon early. At least for the Ripper, they did that. For the Ripper, you got that DLC weapon early. And if you didn't have the season pass, but if you were planning on buying the expansion pack, you were going to get it guaranteed. That's how you do it. That is the proper way to put in new DLC weapons. You don't lock them behind a pay-to-win gambling screen that is nowhere close to being guaranteed that you're going to end up getting it. You need to be extremely lucky, and the random number generator needs to be really nice to you. And you just need to be lucky with it. It's pure luck, and that's not how you put in weapons. It isn't. It's getting to the point now where I would almost consider this an MMO. Like what Destiny's doing with like all these crazy like your Destiny you can do that. Well, you can't really do it with like, they're not really doing it behind a pay to win system, but you're not guaranteed the weapon that you want from one engram or something like that. For example, if you get like a primary weapon engram in that game and you want one specific weapon, there's so many other weapons out there, you're not guaranteed it. But that's a completely different scenario technically from what this is. That's the MMO aspect of this. This is of Destiny. This right here is not how you do it. This is the incorrect way to do it. And I don't want to be too angry at it, but it's gotten to the point where like I'm extremely frustrated about it. And like I don't want to be the guy that just goes like, "Oh, screw you, David," even though like me and my friends, we always just joke about it, but those are just jokes. I mean, Dylan sometimes takes it a little bit far, but but it's like, it's oh my god, it's just getting to the point where it's ridiculous, and I'm sure a lot of people agree with me on that. A ton of YouTubers agree. Like recently, it's pretty much confirmed now. I have no idea when they're doing this, and with the fact that this is being so delayed, I'm even questioning if they're even going to end up doing it or not. Having the 10th specialist put in, because someone called into Treyarch support saying like, "Hey, I got the 10th specialist, maybe a little bit too early because I haven't seen anything announced by it." And the guy asked, "How did you get it?" "Through a supply drop." Like, that's not how you do it. You need to, like, we need to either be able to directly buy these for a certain amount of money, like $5 for a Garand, I would pay hands down. But it's just not how they're doing it, and I wish they would do it like that. And if we keep on saying something, and like and we just put ourselves out there as a community, then maybe it will change. It's obviously not, again, just like this system, it's not guaranteed that it will change, but we just need to hope for the best. I have a friend who always just keeps on saying, like Chris, for example, who goes by the name of King Killer in his gamer tag. He's like, "I don't know why you still believe that you think you're going to be getting this Garand or something like that. Like, I've lost hope." And it's like, I don't want to lose hope, because it's something in the game, and I want to have it. And it's like, I don't know. It's like, I still believe that I hopefully will get it one day. And if I do, then Mazel Tov, because hopefully by then things will be fixed with this, because this is not good. Like, this is not looking good on Treyarch's, like, actual, like, the way Treyarch looks right now is like, it's not good, because people look to Treyarch with this kind of stuff, and that's not how you do it. So that's just what I wanted to say about this. Now, again, Vandahar wanted no part of this. Like, he dreads that this is a part of his game, with these weapons behind these supply drops. But there's nothing he can really do about it, because Activision's the financial part of this game. So if the community just gets their messages across, then maybe Activision will listen and put out some form of a new microtransaction for the weapons specifically. Because right now it's like, it's not looking good, and I hope they do that, because that's what they actually did with Ghosts. They made the 3 DLC weapons buyable once, like, the 4th expansion came out. So hopefully they'll do that. They better do that. I really hope they do. And I know they're just going to keep adding new weapons and adding them in, and more will come. So hopefully they add that onto the list. But as of right now, it's not looking good, and as a community, we need to just speak our mind, and we need to let them know that this isn't okay. Like, a lot of people agree with me that this isn't okay. And it's like, this needs to be something that we can get guaranteed. So, yeah, that's what I gotta say about it. I know this was a little bit more of a serious note, and I apologize if this is like kind of like a mood changer for this, but this needs to stop. Just like the title of this video, this needs to stop. So hopefully you agree with me. If you do, share it with your friends and let them know that there's people in the community who want this to stop if they're suffering from the same thing. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content from Call of Duty. And just an update on a couple other things. Again, 2 Call of Duty videos coming out maybe in the next couple days, probably in the next couple days. And Destiny stuff will be back up because Iron Banner is coming back this coming Tuesday. So I'll be up to record that. And as far as the zombies goes, expect that within the next week. So, yeah, and I'm going to have to edit that too. And if you remember my Der Eisendrache video, I had to edit a lot. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope that you are with me on this and that you understand where I'm coming from as a player and a part of the community of this game. This needs to stop, and this needs to be fixed. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.